Is it possible to go from making a short film, a short no to low budget film for around $3,500 all the way up to directing a film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? The answer is yes, because it happened this week with the release of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. Now, obviously, all over the web this week, there's been a lot of talk about this movie, and it got me thinking about the director, because I already knew that he came from a very independent place when it comes to making films. And I think his story is quite important for anyone who has the ambition to go from making a movie for practically nothing all the way up to something on a big Hollywood budget. So here's Destin Daniel Cretton's story. Back in the mid-2000s, Cretton was working at a foster care home, and his experiences there gave him the idea of a movie that he wanted to make, at least the seed of an idea, and enough to create a short script. By 2007, whilst at San Diego State University, he managed to turn this short script into a film. That film was called Short Term 12. Cretton managed to get that film selected for the Sundance Film Festival, and from there it won the jury prize. So this is now 2009, he's won at Sundance, and Cretton decides that this is the moment to turn this project into a feature, and this is the springboard to make that happen. Now, because of all the attention that he would have got through Sundance, a production studio known as Traction Media contacts him. They're very keen to work with him, and they have their own notes on his script, and they work back and forth until this script evolves into something that they both think they can take to market. It's now 2010, and with his reputation kind of solidifying, Cretton manages to win with the screenplay for the feature version of Short Term 12, the illustrious and well-coveted Academy Nicole Fellowship. This gives him a bunch of money that means he doesn't actually have to have any more side gigs, and he can focus solely on filmmaking and crafting any more scripts. But the fellowship also entails him to have to write another feature film. So whilst Traction Media take the script for Short Term 12 to market and try and raise funds, Cretton stays behind to focus on an entirely new feature project, one that ends up being called I Am Not a Hipster. Now, Traction Media find taking the script to market a little bit on the tough side. You see, the subject matter for the film, which is about two employees that work at a centre for troubled adolescents, is a hard sell. And the only way they seem to be able to get anyone attracted to giving them the money they need to get it made is to employ a director that already has feature film experience. At this point in his career, Cretton doesn't have any feature film experience, but Traction Media is standing by him, and they won't take funds that mean that he won't get to lead the project. Now, here's where Cretton takes his filmmaking career into his own hands. So he decides that with the rest of the money he has left over from his fellowship and a little bit of private investment, he gathers up $100,000 and over the course of a summer makes the script he's been working on. He makes the feature film I Am Not a Hipster. And by the time he wraps on this film, he's just in time to enter it for the next year's Sundance Festival. Now he's a feature director and he's got a film in consideration at Sundance. The funds and the finance for Short Term 12 start to roll in. Short Term 12 was made on a budget of $1 million. And once out there in the festival circuit, it got nominated and won numerous awards. On the back of this, Cretton then went on to direct Glass Castle for $9 million. Then the Netflix production Just Mercy for $25 million, which brings us round to today, where he's directing Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings for the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a grand total of $90 million. Now, I think this is an amazing story of one filmmaker deciding, well, I'm not going to wait around, I'm not going to sit by and watch my opportunity pass me, I'm going to do something about it. But there's more than just one road into a career in filmmaking. Film school is just one of those routes. But even if you want to go to a film school, you're going to have to show them your talent for making film. You're going to have to show them some kind of work that gets them interested in accepting you. And if you click on this video here now, It's going to show you how you can start that process, how you can make a film entirely by yourself. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, Filmmaker.